I would like to this morning get into the nouns that I told you concerning the coming of the Lord.
Ma tahaksin täna hommikul siis minna nende nimisõnade juurde, millest ma rääkisin teile Issanda tulemise kohta.
Before I do this, I want to encourage you.
Aga enne kui ma seda teen, ma tahan teid julgustada.
What you are receiving from me is the study of the last 37 years.
See, mille te minult saate, on viimase 37 aasta nagu uurimus või see, mis ma olen õppinud.
So I do not expect you to catch in 7 days what it has taken me 37 years just to begin to understand.
Et ma ei oota, et te saaksite pihta kõigele sellele 7 päeva jooksul, mille mina olen hakanud vaikselt taipama midagi 37 aasta jooksul.
Remember how we began concerning the Berean church?
Mäletate, mis me rääkisime beroialastest alguses?
Step number 1 was that they received the word with all readiness of mind.
Esimene samm oli see, et nad võtsid sõna vastu avatud meelega.
Remember I told you that was an attitude of heart.
Mäletad, ma ütlesin, et see on üks südame hoiak.
And then secondly, they were willing to study the word daily to see if these things were so.
Ja teiseks nad olid valmis uurima pühakirja, et kas see on nii igapäevaselt.
That's all I'm going to ask you to do. Is the exact same thing.
See, mida ma palun teil teha, on täpselt sama asi.
To keep an open heart and mind.
Hoida avatud südant ja avatud meeli.
And then once this particular season of Bible school is over, study the scripture.
Ja kui siis see konkreetne piibli kooli aeg on möödas, siis uuri pühakirja.
And allow your teacher, the Holy Spirit, to teach you.
Ja luba oma õpetajal pühal vaimul sind õpetada.
I was no different than anyone else prior to 37 years ago.
Mina ei olnud teistsugune kui kõik teised 37 aastat tagasi.
I believed the things that the theologians and the chart drawers had put together.
Ma uskusin asju, mida teoloogid ja need tabelite koostajad olid kokku pannud.
But thank God, he arrested my thinking.
Aga tänu Jumalale, et ta otse kui arreteeris minu mõtlemise.
And began to show me things that I never thought I would see.
Ja hakkas mulle näitama asju, mida ma iial ei oleks arvanud, et ma näen.
Now, it did at first cause some difficulty in my church.
Alguses see tõi kaasa raskusi minu koguduses.
In fact, they said, Steve, much learning has made you mad.
Ja tegelikult nad ütlesid, et Steve, suur õppimine on ajanud sind hulluks.
So at that point, I could identify with what Paul was accused of.
Ja sel hetkel ma võisin ennast samastada sellega, milles Paulust süüdistati.
Because they said the same thing to him.
Sest temale öeldi sama asja.
But we are still here.
Aga me oleme veel siin.
On planet Earth 37 years later.
Planeedil Maa 37 aastat hiljem.
And those who thought that we would be gone by now.
Ja need, kes arvasid, et me oleme nüüdseks juba ammu läinud.
Many of them are still here too.
Aga neist on paljud veel ikka siin.
So they may as well consider what I found out.
Nii et nad võiksid ju ka siis mõelda sellele, mida mina olen leidnud.
What is it going to hurt?
Kellele see haiget teeb? Või millele see haiget teeb?
Are you with me this morning?
Olete kaasas minuga?
All right. Let's deal with these nouns concerning the coming of the Lord now.
Tegeleme siis nende nimisõnadega, mis käivad Issanda tulemise kohta.
I realize that there are many differences at the coming 4 times between the English Bible and Estonian Bible.
Ma olen kursis, et on erinevused selle tulemise kohta eesti ja inglise keeles. Selles pole midagi valesti või selles pole midagi. Ja.
It's just difference in translators.
Need on lihtsalt tõlke erinevused.
One beautiful, really, I think, opportunity that I've had is to study the Greek language of the New Testament.
Üks imeline võimalus, mis mul on olnud õppida Uue Testamendi kreeka keelt.
And what I have come to find out is that a word may be translated in English, but from the Greek text, it has an entirely different inflection.
Ja mida ma olen leidnud on see, et üks sõna on võib-olla tõlgitud inglise keelde, aga ma olen leidnud, et algkeeles sellel sõnal võib olla hoopis teistsugune nagu tähendus või suund.
For instance, many times
Näiteks sageli,
when we are speaking about this subject, coming of the Lord,
kui me räägime teemal issanda tulemine,
basically in every text, you're just going to see something like coming,
siis põhimõtteliselt igas tekstis sa näed näiteks sellist sõna nagu tulemine
and then it may vary a little bit in the English text and use appearing,
ja siis see võib inglise keeles tulla esile ka ilmumisena
and the vast majority of the times is going to be these two words.
ja enamus kordadest on kasutatud siis neid kahte sõna.
The question is, why did not the translators use the full body of what was being revealed?
Küsimus on selles, et miks tõlgid ei kasutanud kogu seda tähendust, mis ilmutati tegelikult selle sõnaga.
I believe the answer to that, or at least one consideration,
Ja ma arvan, et vastus sellele või vähemalt üks asi, mida võiks kaaluda,
is that they got stuck into a certain way of thinking about the coming of the Lord.
on see, et nad jäid kinni ühte teatud mõtteviisi issanda tulemise kohta.
And they did not see anything other than what is called the second coming of the Lord.
Ja nad ei näinud mitte midagi muud kui ainult seda, mida meie nimetame issanda teiseks tulemiseks.
There was no consideration that there's probably many, many different comings of the Lord.
Ja nad ilmselt ei mõelnudki selle peale, et võiks olla palju erinevaid issanda tulemisi.
In fact, they're really stepping beyond just normal was the two-stage coming of the Lord.
Ja tegelikult nad niigi astusid välja sellest oma tavalisest ja tõid esile nagu kahetasandilise issanda tulemise.
How many of you have heard of that concept before?
Kui paljud teist on kuulnud seda kontseptsiooni, et issand tuleb nagu kahes järgus?
Let me explain exactly
Las ma
what that
selgitan,
means.
mida ma mõtlen.
First stage was that he would come in a secret rapture.
Esimene järk on see, kus ta tuleb nagu sellises salajases ülesvõtmises.
And then 7 years later, he would come to set up his kingdom on earth.
Ja siis 7 aastat hiljem ta tuleb, et nagu rajada oma kuningriik maa peal.
That was what was called the two-stage coming of the Lord.
Seda nimetati kahejärguliseks issanda tulemiseks.
Now, do you remember something that I said to you yesterday?
Kas sa mäletad midagi, mis ma ütlesin eile sulle?
Because I want to diffuse that idea.
Sellepärast, et ma tahan nagu hajutada selle mõtte, selle idee.
If physically Jesus returns in like manner the way that he left,
Kui Jeesus tuleb samal kombel füüsiliselt, nagu ta lahkus,
he did not leave in two stages,
siis ta ei lahkunud kahes järgus.
and in like manner he cannot come in two stages.
Ja samal kombel ta ei saa tulla ka kahes järgus.
He left in one stage,
Ta läks ühe korraga
and his return will be in one stage.
ja tema tulemine on ka ühe korraga.
Now, what about the comings in between that?
Aga kuidas on siis nende tulemistega seal vahepeal?
All right, let's deal with word number one.
Tegeleme selle esimese sõnaga siis.
Word number one for the coming, what has been translated as coming of the Lord.
Esimene sõna siis selle kohta, mis on tõlgitud kui issanda tulemine, on sõna PAROUSIA.
How many of you have ever heard of that word before?
Kui paljud teist on iial kuulnud seda sõna?
PAROUSIA. Let me explain PAROUSIA to you because that is the primary word that theologians use when they talk about the coming of the Lord.
Las ma räägin siis sellest sõnast, sellepärast et see on peamine sõna, mida teoloogid kasutavad, kui nad räägivad issanda tulemisest.
Many, many words are a combination of more than just one word.
Paljud sõnad on kombinatsioon erinevatest sõnadest, ehk see sisaldab rohkem kui ühte sõna.
This word is no different.
Ja see sõna on samamoodi.
In fact, if I would break it down, it would be para plus ousia.
Ja nüüd tuues need kaks sõna välja on para ja ousia.
Now, what we must discover is what exactly does each word part mean.
Ja meil tuleb avastada, mida siis kumbki sõna osa tähendab.
Para is one of the major Greek language prefixes.
Para on siis üks peamistest kreekakeelsetest eesliidetest.
And the simplicity of it by definition, is with.
Ja lihtsalt öeldes oma definitsioone poolest see tähendab koos.
And so the second half of the word, ousia,
Ja teine pool sellest sõnast, ousia,
just simply means being.
tähendab lihtsalt olemist, olema.
So if you bring the word into just a simple definition based upon the word parts,
Nii et kui sa siis nüüd põhinedes nendele sõnaosadele tood esile selle sõna definitsiooni,
the way that we would say it is being with.
siis me ütleksime seda lihtsalt koos olema.
Now, if I give you just a simple term in which you could understand this,
Kui ma annan teile nüüd lihtsa termini sellest,
it would be reduced down to this word.
siis seda võiks taandada sõnale ligiolu või kohalolu, ligiolu.
That is the basis of this word.
See on selle sõna nagu põhiidee, alus.
Now, my question to you is, are you present today?
Minu küsimus sulle täna on, et kas sina oled täna kohal?
How many of you are present today?
Kui paljud teist täna on kohal?
Well, you know what I've just experienced?
Tead, mida ma olen just kogenud?
Your parousia,
Sinu parousiat,
because you're present.
sest sa oled kohal.
Now, where did you come from?
Kust sa tulid?
Because you see, when you physically were not here
Sest
or
kui
present,
sa füüsiliselt ei oleks siin või kohal,
you had to make an appearance.
siis sa peaksid ilmuma.
But being that you are here now,
Aga kuna sa oled praegu siin,
we are engaging one another's presence.
siis me oleme üksteise ligiolus, kohalolus.
Now, two questions.
2 küsimust.
Do you believe that God is omnipresent or present everywhere?
Kas sina usud, et Jumal on omnipresentne ehk siis igal pool kohal?
Really?
Kas tõesti?
Well, then my next question to you is, where is he going to come from?
Siis mu teine küsimus on, et kust kohast ta tuleb siis? He is.
Pastor TALV said, he is.
Pastor Taavi ütles, ta on.
You see, you cannot truly believe in omnipresence and then think in terms of absence.
Sa ei saa mõelda kõikjal kohal viibimisest, aga samas mõelda ka puudumisest või et teda pole siin.
It is almost like we have spoken, as we would say in America, out of both sides of our mouths.
See oleks just, kui me oleks rääkinud, nagu me Ameerikas ütleme, mõlema suupoolega.
That the Lord is here, but yet he's not here.
Et isand on siin, aga ometi teda pole siin.
Now, you know, in one real sense,
Ja ühes tõelises mõttes,
I read your questions. You're saying, well, are you telling me that the Lord is physically here?
ma juba loen teie küsimusi ja sa küsid, et kas sa nüüd tahad öelda, et isand on füüsiliselt siin.
Not physically, but through his spirit.
Mitte füüsiliselt, aga vaimu läbi.
How many of you agree with that?
Kui paljud on teist sellega nõus?
That he's not physically here, but through his spirit.
Et ta pole füüsiliselt siin, aga vaimu läbi.
Now, one more time, let me rephrase this.
Las ma nüüd ütlen teistmoodi.
Are you telling me?
Kas te ütlete mulle?
Come on, cut the chatter. Are you telling me
Kas te ütlete mulle,
that the Lord
et isand
is not here?
ei ole siin? If we are here, then he is here.
Oh, wow. Now we've entered into another world.
Nüüd me siseneme juba teise mõttemaailma.
But let me explain something to you.
Las ma selgitan midagi teile.
What she just said
See, mida ta just ütles,
was more the truth of the new covenant
oli rohkem uue lepingu tõde,
than what we have heard.
kui see, mida me oleme kuulnud.
Because here's the thing.
Sest asi on selles.
How many of you believe that you are one with the Lord?
Kui paljud teist usuvad, et te olete üks isandaga?
Or you're not sure whether you're one with the Lord or not?
Või sa pole kindel, kas te olete üks isandaga?
You believe that you're one with the Lord.
Kas sa usud, et sa oled üks isandaga?
So truthfully, wherever he is
Nii et kus iganes tema on
and wherever you are,
ja kus iganes sina oled,
his presence is there.
on tema ligiolu ka seal.
That's the simplicity of this word.
See on selle sõna lihtsustatud tähendus.
Is that God's presence
Et Jumala ligiolu
is everywhere.
on kõikjal.
Let's go back and gather something that David said.
Lähme tagasi ja vaatame midagi, mida Taavet ütles.
He said, where can I go that you are not there?
Ta ütles, et kuhu ma võiks minna, kus sind ei ole.
Remember that?
Mäletad seda?
Now, that was the scripture establishing omnipresence.
See oli nüüd kirjakoht, mis pani paika selle omnipresentsi ehk kõikjal viibimise.
And then he went on further to say, listen, if I take wings and fly away to the utmost parts of the earth, behold, I will find you there.
Ja siis ta läks edasi, ütles, et kui ma lendaksin tiibadel maailma kõige kaugemasse otsa, sina oleksid seal.
And then he said something that has blown the minds of theologians for years.
Ja siis ta ütles midagi, mis on aastaid teoloogide mõtteid segadusse viinud.
He said, if I make my bed in hell,
Kui ma,
you'll be there too.
kui ma läheksin ka põrgusse, oleksid sina seal.
How many Christians do you know have made their bed in hell?
Kui paljud te teate kristlasi, kes on oma voodi teinud põrgusse, nagu inglise keeles ütles?
You cannot read the prodigal story
Sa ei saa lugeda kadunud poja lugu
and not realize that this man made his bed in hell.
ja mitte mõista, et see mees tegi oma voodi sinna põrgusse.
You see, we think too much about fire and brimstone and Dante's art, and we think that that's what hell is.
Me mõtleme liiga palju tulest ja väävlist ja igasugustest piltidest, mis meil põrgu kohta on.
But hell is anything where you're not enjoying and experiencing the best of what God has for you.
Aga põrgu on kõik, kus sa ei koge seda parimat, mis Jumalal on sinu jaoks.
I mean, come on, when you're supposed to be a son at your father's table and you're in a hog pen, that sounds like a good definition of hell to me.
Kui sina peaksid olema pojana isa lauas, aga oled kuskil sea küna juures, siis minule see kõlab küll kui põrgu.
Now let me prove my point to you.
Las ma tõestan oma mõtet sulle.
Did not the prodigal son have the presence of his father?
Kas sellel pojal ei olnud isa ligiolu temaga, tema sees?
Even when he was in the hog pen.
Isegi kui ta oli seal sea küna juures.
Remember what he said?
Mäletad, mis ta ütles?
He said, at my father's house,
Ta ütles, minu isa kojas
even the servants are faring better than I am.
on teenijatel parem elu kui minul.
He said, I think I will arise and return to my father.
Ta ütles, et ma tõusen ja lähen oma isa juurde tagasi.
This is what I want you to understand.
Ma tahan, et sa mõistaksid seda.
He never lost the presence of his father regardless to how low he went.
Ta kunagi ei kaotanud oma isa ligiolu, vaatamata sellele, kui sügavale ta oli läinud.
If he had fully lost the presence of his father, how could he even remember him?
Kui ta oleks täielikult kaotanud oma isa ligiolu, siis kuidas ta oleks suutnud teda isegi meeles pidada?
Now I realize I may be stretching your mind just a little bit right now.
Ma mõistan, et ma võib-olla venitan teie mõtlemist veidike praegu.
But I want you to get the big picture here.
Aga ma tahan, et sa saaksid selle suure pildi siin.
Because this word is simply the generic term for coming.
Sellepärast, et see sõna siin on üks sõna siis tulemise kohta.
And you would really serve yourself some good
Ja sa teeksid endale head,
by understanding that this word primarily means presence with.
kui sa mõistad seda, et see sõna tähendab lihtsalt koos olemist.
Now let me give you also a second concept of this word.
Aga las ma annan teile selle sõna kohta ka teise kontseptsiooni.
It always, in the Greek language, means the arrival and then the presence with.
See tähendab alati kohale saabumist ja siis koos olemist, ligiolus olemist.
What I have come to find out is that it is inclusive of the past, present, and future.
Ja ma olen hakanud nägema seda, et see kaasab endas nii mineviku, oleviku kui tuleviku.
When you look at some of the writings in the papyrus,
Kui sa vaatad mõningaid kirjutisi papüürustel,
one example is drawn concerning the usage of this word.
siis selle sõna kasutusest võib järeldada midagi.
The example is a lady speaks of the necessity of her parousia
Üks naine räägib oma kohalolu vajalikkusest,
in order that she could attend to matters relating to her property.
Selleks, et ta saaks siis oma nii-öelda maavaldustega mingeid asju ajada.
Now, what I'm saying to you is that she had to arrive,
Mida ma ütlen sulle, on see, et ta pidi minema kohale sinna
and then she had to be present.
ja ta pidi seal kohal olema.
And the intent was to take care of business matters.
Ja kavatsus oli siis see, et ta võiks oma äriasju ajada.
So we can say this concerning Jesus.
Nii et me võime öelda seda Jeesuse kohta.
Jesus is present, and he's ever present.
Et Jeesus on kohal ja ta on alati kohal.
So with this word, parousia,
Nii et see sõna parousia
this is how I want you to see him.
on see, kuidas ma tahan, et sa seda sõna näeksid.
See him as the present one.
Ta on kohal olev. See, kes on kohal.
Now we distinguish things sometimes when we talk about his presence.
Mõnikord, kui me räägime tema ligiolust või kohalolust, siis me nagu eristame asju.
We sing songs like the presence of the Lord is here.
Või
The presence
eraldame.
of the Lord
Me
is here.
laulame laule, et issanda ligiolu on siin.
I feel him in the atmosphere.
Ma tunnen teda õhus.
The presence of the Lord is here.
Issanda ligiolu on siin.
Here's my question.
Ja minu küsimus on,
What did we wake up to?
millele me ärkasime?
Awareness.
Teadlikkusele, teadvustamisele.
Was he ever absent?
Kas ta oli iial puudu või ära?
Can't be if he's ever present.
Ei saa ju olla, kui ta on alati kohal.
What we awakened to was the awareness of his spirit in our midst.
Millele me ärkasime, oli tema kohalolu teadvustamisele meie keskel.
Let me frame it another way.
Las ma ütlen seda teisiti.
Do you realize that air, what the radio works by, the waves, whether you're talking about short wave, long wave, FM, AM, short wave, do you realize that they're in this building right now?
Kui me räägime näiteks raadiolainetest, on need siis lühilained või pikklained, AM, FM, kas sa mõistad, et need on siin ruumis ka?
How many of you realize that?
Kui paljud teist mõistavad seda?
They're in this room right now, correct?
Need on siin ruumis praegu.
How do they become manifest?
Kuidas need saavad ilmsiks?
There has to be a receiver that can connect with that wave, correct?
Peab olema see vastuvõtja, mis ühendub selle lainega.
When we announce that the presence of the Lord is here, all we have declared is we're finally in a receptive position where we can receive the wave.
Kui me kuulutame seda, et tema ligiolu on siin, siis me lõpuks oleme selles vastuvõtvas positsioonis, kus me võime tajuda, et tema on siin.
Now here's the difference in the Apostellik of today versus religion.
Nüüd vahe apostellikul liikumisel ja religioossel liikumisel, religioossusel.
And I'm only using an example here.
Ja ma kasutan siin ainult näidet.
Religion talks on AM and the Apostolic talks on FM.
Et religioon räägib AM-lainetel ja apostellik räägib FM-lainetel.
And so an AM person has a little bit of difficulty in their understanding.
Ja sellepärast AM inimesel on natuke arusaamisega raskusi.
What an FM person would be talking about.
Selle kohta, mida FM inimene räägib.
But remember something.
Aga pea meeles midagi.
The radio waves did not have to come from some place.
Raadiolained ei pidanud kuskilt mujalt tulema.
They're present.
Need on olemas.
I think we need to look at some scripture.
Ma arvan, et me peaks mõned kirjakohad vaatama.
Of course, you have heard the ones from Matthew 24 where this word parousia is used.
Loomulikult te olete kuulnud neid kirjakohti Matteuse 24. peatükis, kus on kasutatud sõna parousia.
So what I will do is just give you some other scripture. Write these down, please.
Nii et mida ma teen, lihtsalt ma ütlen teile mõned kirjakohad, kirjutan need endale üles.
Just write them down. You go home and study them.
Kirjuta need üles, sina lähed ise koju ja uurid neid.
Please write down 1 Corinthians 15 verse 23.
1. Korintlastele 15:23.
2 Corinthians chapter 7 verse 6 and 7.
2. Korintlastele 7, salmid 6 ja 7.
2 Corinthians 10 and verse 10.
2. Korintlastele 10:10.
Philippians 1 and verse 26.
Filipplastele 1, salm 26.
Philippians 2 and verse 12.
Filiplastele 2, salm 12.
1 Thessalonians 2 and 19.
Esimese Thessaloniklaste 2, 19.
1 Thessalonians 3 and 13.
Esimese Thessaloniklastele 3, 13.
1 Thessalonians 4 and verse 15.
Esimese Thessalonika 4, 15.
And then 1 Thessalonians 5 and verse 23.
Esimese Thessalonika 5, salm 23.
Now go to 2 Thessalonians.
Teine Thessaloniklaste.
2 Thessalonians 2, 8 and 9.
Teise Thessalonika 2, 8 ja 9.
James 5 verse 7 and 8.
Jaakobuse 5, 7 ja 8.
2 Peter 1 and 16.
Teise Peetruse 1, 16.
2 Peter 3 and 4.
Teise Peetruse 3, 4.
2 Peter 3 and 12.
Teise Peetruse 3, 12.
1 John 2 and 28.
Esimese Johannese 2, 28.
Now these are the primary scriptures where you will find this word, parousia.
Need on nüüd peamised kirjakohad, kus sa leiad selle sõna parousia.
There's only one really of these that I want to comment on briefly.
On üks neist kirjakohtadest, mida ma tahaksin lühidalt kommenteerida.
2 Peter 1.
Teise Peetruse 1.
And look with me at verse 16, please.
Ja vaatame koos salmi 16.
With him.
Meie issanda Jeesuse Kristuse väge ja tulemist. Tulemine on siis see sõna parousia. Ei ole meil teile teatanud mingeid targutavaid müüte jäljendades, vaid me oleme tema suurust näinud oma silmaga, sest ta sai au ja kirkust Jumalalt isalt, kui ilmvõrratult kirkuselt kostis talle hääl. See on minu armas poeg, temast on mul hea meel. Ja seda häält me kuulsime tulevat taevast, kui me olime koos temaga pühal mäel.
What mount is Peter talking about here?
Millisest mäest Peetrus räägib siin?
How many of you know what mount he's talking
Kui
about?
paljud teist teavad, mis mägi see oli? Muutmise mägi, jah.
Okay, transfiguration. Does everybody understand this is the event he's talking about?
Kas kõik mõistavad, et see on see sündmus, millest ta räägib?
Everyone? What made it a holy mount?
Mis tegi sellest püha mäe?
That is the only thing that made it a holy mount.
Ainus asi, mis tegi selle pühaks mäeks, oli, Ingo ütles, parousia.
Do you understand that?
Kas te mõistate seda?
What makes something holy ground?
Mis teeb millestki püha maa?
The presence, correct?
Ligiolu.
What makes something holy land then?
Aga mis siis teeb mingist maast püha maa?
Hello? His presence, correct?
Tema ligiolu, eks ole.
Well then, would you be shocked if I told you what we're still calling the Holy Land is actually unholy?
Kas sa oleksid siis šokeeritud, kui ma ütleksin, et see maa, mida me nimetame pühaks maaks, on tegelikult ebapüha?
I lost you there.
Nüüd ma kaotasin teid ära.
I shouldn't have lost you.
Ma ei oleks pidanud teid kaotama.
The only thing that sanctifies territory is because sanctified people are present.
Ainus asi, mis pühitseb mingi territooriumi, on see, et pühitsetud inimesed on kohal.
The only thing that made the temple a holy temple was because the Shekinah glory of God was in that temple.
Ainus asi, mis tegi templi pühaks, oli see, et Jumala Shekinah au oli seal kohal.
Other than that, it was just a building.
Muidu oleks see olnud ainult üks hoone.
The only thing that made the tabernacle of Moses holy was because the cloud filled the tent.
Ainus asi, mis tegi Moosese kogudustelgi pühaks, oli see, et pilv täitis selle telgi.
Otherwise, it was just another tent.
Muidu oleks see olnud vaid üks järjekordne telk.
What made the tabernacle of David really a place of God's presence? It was because the ark was there.
Mis tegi Taaveti sellest telgist püha telgi, oli, et see seaduse laigas oli seal.
Otherwise, it was just another tent.
Muidu oleks see olnud järjekordne telk lihtsalt.
What makes you holy land?
Mis teeb sinust püha maa, Lord?
Come on, because you know. Come on,
Te
don't be
teate
afraid
küll,
to
ärge
say it.
kartke öelge seda.
Because the Holy One dwells inside of you by His Spirit.
Sellepärast, et see, kes on püha, elab oma vaimu kaudu sinu sees.
Now, would you be bothered if I said to you the only holy land that God recognizes now is his people.
Kas see häiriks sind, kui ma ütleksin, et ainus püha maa, mida Jumal tunnustab, on tema rahvas?
I trust that you won't be bothered by that.
Ma loodan, et see ei häiri sind,
Because that's the truth.
sest see on tõde.
You got to understand that fables
Sa pead mõistma, et need müüdid või jutud
are things that do not apply to truth.
on need,
A cunningly devised fable would be to make something appear to be the truth, and it no longer is the truth.
kavalalt seatud müüdid annab millestki pildi kui tõest, aga see ei ole tõde.
Amen. Now, are you ready for my next statement?
Kas sa nüüd oled valmis mu järgmiseks väiteks?
Are you ready? You really ready for this?
Oled sa valmis?
What people call making a trip to the Holy Land, that is nothing but a cunningly devised fable.
See, mida inimesed nimetavad reisiks pühale maale, on just üks neist müütidest, juttudest.
You're going to be accused of heresy now.
Nüüd sind süüdistatakse hereesias.
Now listen to something here.
Kuulake midagi nüüd.
That day on the Mount of Transfiguration,
See päev muutmise mäel.
Peter said here, what we experienced was his power.
Peetrus ütles, et me kogesime tema väge.
That is the word dunamis.
See sõna seal on dynamis.
And what dunamis simply means is the dynamic power of God.
Ja mida dynamis tähendab, on lihtsalt Jumala dünaamiline vägi.
And he also said that it was his coming, or parousia.
Ja mida ta ütles ka, et nad kogesid tema tulemist või tema parousiat.
Now wait, I got a problem here.
Nüüd mul on siin probleem.
Was Jesus not already with them?
Kas Jeesus mitte ei olnud juba nendega?
Yes.
Oli.
Okay. So you have just borne witness that he was already with them.
Nii et te just tunnistasite, et ta oli juba nendega.
Well, what is this presence about?
Aga millest siis see ligiolu räägib?
Was it something that they had never seen before?
Kas see oli midagi, mida nad ei olnud varem näinud?
Manifested presence.
Manifesteerunud ligiolu.
How many of you believe that that is what occurred?
Kui paljud teist usuvad, et see oli see, mis juhtus, mis toimus? Nad nägid tema au ühelt teisest sfäärist või tasandilt.
How many of you agree with Inga?
Kui paljud teist on Ingoga nõus?
That they saw his glory from another realm.
Nad nägid tema au ühest teisest sfäärist.
So already what you have attested to is that this word is larger than just a physical appearing.
Nii et mida sa just oled tunnistanud on see, et see sõna parousia on suurem kui ainult füüsiline sfäär.
It is inclusive of what they already knew, the man Jesus.
See kaasab endas ka seda, mida nad juba teadsid, seda meest Jeesust.
But now they were able to see the Christ of God.
Aga nüüd nad võisid näha Jumala Kristust.
And that is from another realm.
Ja see on teisest sfäärist.
So if we call that his coming,
Nii et kui me nimetame seda tema tulemiseks,
and Peter said that we were eyewitnesses,
ja Peetrus ütleb, et nemad olid nagu tunnistajaks sellele.
now who else was an eyewitness with Peter that day?
Kes sel päeval veel olid koos Peetrusega tunnistajaks sellele?
Okay, James and John, correct?
Johannes ja Jaakobus.
Now they had received invitation from Jesus, the three of them,
Nad kolmekesi olid saanud Jeesuselt kutse,
to really come away with him.
et nad tuleks temaga koos kaasa.
Well, what about the other 9?
Kuidas nüüd nende teiste 9-ga oli?
They,
Nad olid maha jäetud.
they were left at the bottom of the mount, correct?
Nad jäeti sinna mäe jalamile.
Is that your Bible?
Kas on nii?
Now, what was their experience?
Mis oli nende kogemus?
There was a lunatic boy. A dad presented his lunatic son, remember?
Seal oli üks kuutõbine poiss, kelle isa oli toonud.
And they came to the trainees to see if they could cast that spirit out.
Ja nad tulid nende jüngrite juurde, või see isa tuli siis, et näha, kas nad võiksid selle vaimu välja ajada.
And remember, they could not do anything with that boy.
Ja mäletate, nad ei suutnud midagi selle poisiga teha.
Now, which group would you rather have been in?
Nüüd, kummas grupis oleks sina pigem olnud?
The group having a religious spirit trying to cast out a devil, or would you rather be with Jesus on the top of the mount?
Religioosses grupis, kus religioosne vaim üritas kurja vaimu välja ajada või mäe tipus Jeesusega?
Which one would you rather be with?
Millises grupis sa oleksid pigem?
Now, I'll tell you where I'd rather be.
Ma ütlen küll, kus mina oleks.
I'd rather be with Jesus any day than wrestling with a demon.
Ma oleksin Jeesusega iga päev kindlalt koos, mitte ei maadleks kuradiga või teemaniga.
What about you?
Kuidas sinuga on?
But brother, don't the demon-possessed need deliverance?
Kas mitte siis kurjast vaimust vaevatud ei vaja vabastust?
Isn't it interesting that Jesus was not overly concerned about that?
Kas pole huvitav, et Jeesus ei olnud nagu eriti mures selle pärast?
Do you think that that was the first time that that boy had ever been around?
Mis sa arvad, kas see oli esimene kord, kus see poiss oli olnud kusagil läheduses?
No.
Ei.
So here's Peter, James, and John at the top of the mount with Jesus.
Nüüd seal on siis Peetrus, Jaakobus ja Johannes koos Jeesusega mäe otsas.
If you read Luke's account,
kui sa loed Luuka jutustust sellest,
Jesus was praying.
Siis Jeesus palvetas.
And then this manifestation took place.
Ja siis toimus see manifestatsioon.
The disciples were asleep.
Jüngrid magasid.
They almost missed it.
Nad peaaegu magasid selle maha.
They almost missed it.
Nad peaaegu jäid sellest ilma.
They almost missed his coming.
Nad peaaegu jäid ilma tema tulemisest.
Because they were asleep.
Sest nad magasid.
You know, sometimes my wife asks me to take her to the theater.
Mõnikord mu naine on palunud mul teda teatrisse viia.
My wife, being a lover of the arts and a great singer, she loves theater.
Minu naine, kes armastab sellist kunstimaailma ja ta on hea laulja, armastab teatrit.
Now, once I sit down in that comfortable chair, something overtakes me.
Kui ma kord juba sinna mugavasse tooli istun, siis midagi nagu haarab mind, midagi tuleb mu üle.
For some reason, my eyelids cannot stay lifted.
Mingil põhjusel minu silmalaod ei suuda üleval püsida.
And when the highlight occurs in the opera,
ja kui ooperis siis tuleb see kõrg või tipphetk,
my wife has got to elbow me and say, wake up, listen.
Siis mu naine peab mulle küünarnukiga andma, et ärka üles, kuule nüüd.
Because I have just about missed the main event through sleep.
Sellepärast, et ma peaaegu olen sellest põhisündmusest ilma jäänud une tõttu.
Now there are other occasions she will just look at me and just shake her head and continue to enjoy the opera.
On teisi hetki, kus ta lihtsalt vaatab mu poole, raputab pead ja jätkab ooperi jälgimist.
But it's interesting, there are times that I will hear a piece of music and it will wake me up.
Aga on huvitav, et mõnikord ma kuulen mingit muusika osa ja see äratab mind üles.
I did not need at that point my wife's elbow ministry. Every wife has a good elbow ministry.
Sel hetkel ma ei vajanud oma naise küünarnukiteenistust. Igaüks vajab aeg-ajalt küünarnukiteenistust.
Every wife has a good elbow ministry.
Igal naisel on hea küünarnukiteenistus.
But you see, it was something about the sound.
Aga midagi oli selles helis,
that connected with my spirit.
Mis nagu ühendus minu vaimuga.
And it awakened me.
Ja see äratas mind.
You see, something happened that day on the mount that snapped those disciples out of sleep.
Midagi juhtus sel päeval sellel mäel, mis nagu lihtsalt tõstis need jüngrid unest üles.
You see, what they did not know, the prophetic moment that they had came there for, they were about to miss.
Nemad ei teadnud, et see prohvetlik hetk, mille jaoks nad olid sinna tulnud, nad peaaegu pidid sellest ilma jääma või see oli.
And so, I believe the hand of God said, snap out of it.
Ja ma usun, et Jumala käsi ütles, et ärgake üles.
You don't have time to sleep now.
Teil ei ole nüüd aega magada.
It's just like we don't have time to sleep now.
Ja samamoodi meil ei ole praegu aega magada.
And so what apostles and prophets have would be called snap out of it ministries.
Nii et see, mis või tähendab apostlitele ja prohvetitel on tule välja sellest teenistus või ärka üles teenistus.
Say snap out of your delusions.
Ärka üles oma pettumustest.
Snap out of all of these cunningly devised fables.
Ärka üles nendest osavalt vormistatud juttudest.
You're going to still be around.
Te saate veel olema mõnda aega siin.
Touch your neighbor and say snap out of it.
Puuduta oma naabrit ja ütle, et ärka üles sellest.
You know, when I was a pastor, many times people would come to me thinking they needed deliverance.
Kui ma olin pastor, siis inimesed tulid mu juurde sageli arvates, et nad vajavad vabastust.
And I would listen to them for just a few moments.
Ja siis ma kuulasin neid mõni hetk.
And I knew the only deliverance that they needed was deliverance from themselves.
Ja ma teadsin, et ainus vabastus, mida nad vajavad, on vabastus iseendast.
You see, it's easy to put it on a demon.
Väga kerge on seda kurja vaimu peale nagu lükata.
But it's another story when you got to acknowledge that you're really your own problem.
Aga teine asi on see, et sa pead mõistma, kui sa pead mõistma, et see on, sina oled iseenda probleem.
And so once in a while, I would invite them to look at me.
Ja mõnikord ma ütlesin neile, vaata mul otsa.
And once I have their attention,
Ja kui ma siis nende tähelepanu sain,
I would say, snap out of it.
ma ütlen, ärka üles sellest.
And they're looking startled. Snap out of what?
Ja siis nad on nagu ehmatanud, et millest?
I said, snap out of yourself.
Iseendast ärka üles.
And what I'm saying to the church today is, snap out of your sleep.
Ja mida ma ütlen kogudusele täna, on see, et ärka üles oma unest.
You're about to miss the main event.
Sa oled sellest peasündmusest ilma jäämas.
You've been wanting him to come, and now he's coming.
Sa oled tahtnud, et ta tuleks ja nüüd ta tuleb.
You must discern, though, how he's coming.
Aga sa pead eristama, kuidas ta tuleb.
Let's go further.
Lähme edasi, kaugemale.
That day on the Holy Mount,
See päev seal Pühal mäel.
the Spirit of the Christ came out and swallowed the physical body.
Tuli, say it again, please.
The Spirit of the Christ
Kristuse vaim
came out and swallowed the physical body.
tuli välja ja neelas selle füüsilise ihu.
The Spirit of glory
Auvaim, kirkuse vaim,
came out of him.
tuli välja temast.
Listen to me.
Kuula mind.
It didn't come from somewhere.
See ei tulnud kusagilt.
It came from out of him
See tuli temast välja
and swallowed the physical.
ja neelas selle füüsilise.
For just a moment,
Vaid hetkeks.
the immortal
See surelik,
swallowed the mortal.
tähendab surematu, neelas sureliku.
The incorruptible,
See kadumatu,
the incorruptible dimension of spirit
vaimu kadumatu dimensioon
just swallowed his natural.
neelas tema loomuliku või kaduga.
Do you realize what God was showing us in that?
Kas sa mõistad, mida Jumal näitas meile selles?
It was a preview of the resurrection.
See oli nagu eelvaade ülestõusmisest.
That's why he told them, don't tell anybody about this yet.
Sellepärast ta ütles neile, et ärge sellest kellelegi veel rääkige.
I mean, can't you see them coming down the mountain bragging about their newest revelation?
Kas sa kujutad ette, kuidas nad sealt mäelt alla tulid ja kekslesid, uhkustasid oma viimase kogemuse üle, ilmutuse üle?
Probably the rest of the disciples said, man, those guys went up there and they went loony.
Ilmselt teised ütlesid, et need, kes seal üleval käisid, läksid täiesti segaseks.
And they considered them the newest breed of heretics.
Ja neid peeti uuemaks heretikute tõuks.
Because here they're coming down the mountain. Like, you got to put yourself in this position.
Sa pead panema ennast sellesse positsiooni.
They come down the mountain and
Nad
say,
tulevad mäest alla ja ütlevad,
Thomas,
Toomas,
man, guess what we saw?
tead, mis me nägime?
We saw his spirit come out and swallow his body.
Me nägime, kuidas tema vaim tuli välja ja neelas tema ihu alla.
And you know what Thomas would have said?
Tead, mida Toomas oleks öelnud?
I doubt if you're telling the truth.
Ma kahtlen, kas sa räägid tõde.
Because there was nothing in Thomas' experience
Sest Toomase kogemuses ei olnud midagi sellist,
that could identify with what they had just experienced.
millega ta võiks samastuda või nende kogemusega.
What had they experienced?
Mida nad olid siis kogenud?
His parousia.
Tema parousiat.
Where did it come from?
Kust see tuli?
It was in him all the time.
See oli tema sees kogu aeg.
Okay. Did he come by himself in that experience?
Kas ta tuli üksi või selles kogemuses? Kas ta tuli üksi selles kogemuses?
I see Pastor Tavi's shaking his head. Inga is already born witness said no, he did not come by himself in that experience.
Ta ei tulnud üksi või selles kogemuses.
So Moses and Elijah
Mooses ja Eelia
were with him in his appearing.
olid koos temaga tema ilmumises.
Here's something here.
Siin on midagi veel.
In the full dimension of parousia, he never comes by himself.
Selle parousia täies dimensioonis ta ei tule kunagi üksi.
The saints are always with him.
Pühad on alati temaga.
Always.
alati.
And they always will be
Ja nad alati saavad olema.
when you touch that dimension of parousia.
Kui sa jõuad või puudutad seda parousia dimensiooni.
Now let me go one other place with this.
Las ma lähen teise edasi sellega.
Tell your brain, get out of gear.
Ütle oma ajule, et võta käik välja.
Come on, tell your brain, get out of gear. Tell your heart, get in gear.
Ja ütle südamele, et pane käik sisse.
I hope I'm not shocking your world too much.
Ma loodan, et ma ei šokeeri sinu maailma liiga palju.
Can you see why I said to you that this subject is much broader than just a first or second coming?
Kas sa näed, miks ma ütlesin, et see teema on palju laiem kui ainult tema esimene ja teine tulemine?
Do you think possibly theologians missed it just a little bit?
Kas sa arvad, et teoloogid võisid vähekene siin midagi mööda panna, valesti aru saada?
Moses and Elijah,
Mooses ja Eelia,
which the two of them represented the law and the prophets.
kaks neist, kes esindasid seadust ja prohveteid.
We have the finality of the prayer of Moses answered.
Meil on Moosese palve lõplik vastus.
Remember when he prayed, he said, Lord, show me your glory.
Mäletad, kui ta palvetas, siis ta ütles, et Issand, näita mulle oma auhiilgust.
1500 years later, God answered that prayer.
Ja 1500 aastat hiljem Jumal vastas sellele palvele.
But it was on the Mount of Transfiguration
Aga see oli muutmise mäel,
because he was there with him all the time.
sest ta oli seal temaga alati.
Where did they come from?
Kust nad tulid?
They were in the cloud of glory all the time.
Nad olid aupilves kogu aeg.
And it was only when their awareness was raised to another dimension could the disciples understand they were there all the time.
Ja alles siis, kui jüngrite teadlikkus tõsteti teisele tasandile, ühesõnaga, nad olid kogu aeg seal pilves.
Just one more thought.
Veel üks mõte.
When the sleeping soon-to-be apostles finally awakened,
Kui need magavad peagi apostlik saavad jüngrid ärkasid lõpuks
and they had beheld this coming or parousia,
ja nad olid näinud tema tulemist või seda parousiat
and they also saw the majesty of God,
ja nad nägid Jumala majesteetlikkust, suurust
and they saw the power of God.
ja nad nägid Jumala väge.
Do you remember what Peter said?
Kas sa mäletad, mida Peetrus ütles?
It's good for us to be here.
Meil on siin hea olla.
Why don't we hang around and stay here?
Võtaks aega ja jääks siia.
In fact, why don't we build 3 tabernacles?
Tegelikult ehitame siia 3 lehtmaja.
One for Moses, one for Elijah, and one for you, Jesus.
Üks Moosesele, üks Eeliale ja üks sulle, Jeesus.
And it's at that point when we come up with silly ideas that God has to step in.
Ja see on just see koht, kus me tuleme igasuguste imelike ideedega esile, kui Jumal on astunud sisse.
What did the Father say?
Mida isa ütles?
Are you hearing me here?
Kas te kuulete mind?
Because you see, we can be just as easily misled.
Sellepärast, et meid võib täpselt sama lihtsalt nagu kõrvale juhtida.
We want to bring some of the past and install it in the new.
Me tahame tuua veidi minevikust ja selle panna uude sisse.
Now, I'm not saying that Moses and Elijah were evil people. I'm not saying that at all.
Ma ei ütle seda, et Mooses ja Eelia olid kuidagi kurjad.
But their season was over.
Aga nende ajastu või nende aeg oli möödas.
And there's no reason to try to bring an old season and place it into a new season.
Ja ei ole põhjust võtta vana aeg ja asetada see uude aega.
So what did the Father say to Peter and the others that day?
Mida siis isa ütles Peetrusele ja teistele sel päeval?
Come on, talk to me. What did he say to them?
Mis ta ütles neile, öelge mulle?
He said, this is my beloved son.
See on minu armastatud poeg.
Listen to him, correct?
Kuulake teda. On nii.
Everybody.
On kõik
Is
nõus.
that what the Father said?
Kas isa ütles nii?
Now let me put it in just good Everett language.
Las ma panen selle nüüd Everetti keelde.
You're looking at the wrong thing.
Te vaatate valet asja.
Get your eyes on the right thing.
Pange oma silmad õige asja peale.
Quit trying to build what I'm not building anymore.
Lõpetage selle ehitamine, mida mina enam ei ehita.
The but get in agreement with me and build what I'm building.
Vaid tulge nõusolekusse minuga ja ehitage seda, mida mina ehitan.
Because what I'm building is sons.
Sest see, mida mina ehitan, on pojad.
And I've got the model by which to build by.
Ja mul on mudel või eeskuju, mille järgi ehitada.
When he said, this is my beloved son.
Kui ta ütles, et see on minu armastatud
Come on, that
poeg.
was the second time that God had said that.
Teine kord, kui Jumal seda oli öelnud.
Because he said it at the baptism of Jesus.
Sest ta ütles seda Jeesuse ristimisel.
He's saying it right here on the Holy Mount.
Ja ta ütles siin seda Pühal mäel.
And we hear God say the same thing just a little bit later when it is close to the dying of Jesus.
Ja me kuuleme seda Jumalat taas ütlemas veidi hiljem, kui on ligi aeg Jeesuse surmale.
3 times the Father confirms, this is it.
3 korda isa kinnitab, et
Don't
see
look
on
for
see.
anything else.
Ära otsi midagi muud.
There's nothing else to look for.
Mitte midagi muud ei ole, mida otsida.
Doesn't matter if you are John in prison.
Ei ole vahet, kas sa oled Johannes vanglas,
Saying, are you the coming one or do we look for another?
kes ütleb, et kas sina oled see, kes peab tulema või peame me kedagi teist
Come
otsima.
on, John had got distracted for just a moment.
Johannes oli saanud nagu ta eemale viidud või kõrvale juhitud hetkeks.
Just like Peter, James, and John had got distracted for a moment.
Just nagu Peetrus, Johannes ja Jaakobus olid saanud veidi segatud.
And what the Father was able to do was gather them back in.
Ja mida isa sai teha, oli koguda nad taas kokku.
And he announced, this is my beloved son.
Ja teatada, et see on minu armas poeg.
Hear him.
Kuulake teda.
That's the voice I'm speaking through now.
See on see hääl, mille kaudu ma räägin.
Stop looking for these other voices.
Ärge otsige neid teisi hääli.
And do you know what Peter called that?
Ja tead, milleks Peetrus seda nimetas?
He called that his coming.
Ta nimetas seda tema tulemiseks.
So do you know what God has been doing?
Nii et tead, mida Jumal on olnud tegemas?
From the very moment that you became introduced to the Apostellik,
Sellest hetkest, kui sulle tutvustati Apostellikku.
he was coming.
Ta on tulemas.
He was coming.
Ta tuli.
Come on, are you hearing me here?
Kas sa kuuled mind?
He's still coming.
Ta on ikka veel tulemas.
He just happens to be in black flesh right now.
Praegu see juhtub olema sellises mustanahalises ihus.
But he's still coming.
Aga ta tuleb.
Come on, are you hearing me here?
Kas sa kuuled?
You got to discern how he's coming.
Sa pead eristama seda, kuidas ta on tulemas.
Because there's something specific to say each time he comes.
Sest iga kord, kui ta tuleb, on midagi väga konkreetset, mida ta ütleb.
Now, as we prepare to take a break, look at your neighbor and say, broaden your perspective about the presence.
Nüüd, kui me võtame pausi, siis vaata oma naabrit ja ütle, et laienda oma vaadet ligiolu kohta.
Come on, look at him, tell him, broaden your perspective.
Laienda oma vaadet, oma perspektiivi.
You see, if you don't broaden your perspective, you're going to miss a lot of it.
Kui sa ei laienda oma perspektiivi, siis sa jääd ilma või ei näe